Picture a salon on a Saturday morning. The phone rings, but everyone's hands are full. By the time that ringing stops, there's a 67% chance that caller is already dialing a competitor. And 85% of the time, they aren't leaving a voicemail. This bar chart shows the compounding damage of those unanswered calls. If a mid-sized salon misses 60 calls a month at an average service value of $120, and we multiply that out, the revenue counter climbs past a staggering $100,000 in lost annual income. The problem isn't laziness, it's the reality of running a service business. The staff is physically tied up doing the actual work, applying color, fixing pipes, running chainsaws, which means they simply cannot answer the phone. And that is just during business hours. When you factor in the evenings and weekends when people are actively researching these services, those calls go straight to voicemail without a fight. In local services, response time frequently determines the winner. Most customers will simply book with the first professional who acknowledges their inquiry, making speed the primary competitive filter. This is where the $200 arbitrage model comes in. Instead of running a full-service marketing agency, you set up a white-labeled software business that focuses on solving exactly one problem: missed call text-back automation. The mechanics are straightforward. You use a platform like Go High Level, put your own brand name on it, and plug it into a local business's CUM system. When a call drops, your software intercepts it and fires off an automated text to the customer immediately. The offer is narrow and specific. You provide this single automated layer for a flat retainer of $200 a month. This equation shows how the math scales. Securing exactly 75 active clients at that $200 price point puts you directly at a target of $15,000 in monthly recurring revenue. You are trading the traditional risks of physical inventory and large payrolls for a different set of challenges: handling the technical setup of the software and navigating local B2B sales.
Before we get to these weird, boring, and highly profitable business ideas, let's talk about your legal foundation. You absolutely cannot start a unique niche business without a properly structured LLC. Think about it. Whether you're operating heavy industrial machines or managing a messy local service, the liability risks are very real. Most people start these hidden gem businesses as sole proprietors, which means if a machine malfunctions or a client files a lawsuit, your personal savings and home are on the line. Your business must be a separate legal entity to protect your personal assets and keep your home address off the public record. That's where Northwest Registered Agent comes in. Northwest is the absolute best formation service out there. They handle your entire LLC setup for just $39 plus state fees, which includes a full year of their premium registered agent service. What makes them elite is their privacy by default policy. They use their own business address on your public state filings, so your home address stays completely hidden. Plus, they never sell your data, and their corporate guides provide real human support whenever you need it. This legal shield is non-negotiable. I've linked my full Northwest review in the description. Use my link down below to register your LLC today and unlock exclusive discounts. Get your protection handled first, and then let's get into the ideas.
To run this pipeline, your primary overhead is the core software. Subscribing to a platform like Go High Level will cost you between $297 and $497 a month. That tier is important because it unlocks unlimited sub-accounts. You can resell the system under your own brand to as many clients as you want without paying any extra licensing fees per client. This flowchart breaks down the automation. Step 1, the software detects a missed call. Step 2, it triggers an automated two-way text to the caller. Step 3, it integrates with the CRM, logging the number and conversation to create a permanent lead record. But there is a hidden speed bump here. Before a single automated text can legally go out, you have to register the business for A2P 10DLC telecom compliance, a strict set of anti-spam regulations. The software writes the texts and captures the leads without you needing to code. Your actual job is managing that telecom red tape and making sure the architecture stays connected. Once the system is live, the data establishes a clear baseline.
A properly configured text-back system successfully recovers between 40 and 60% of all missed calls. Look at this data card from a Los Angeles salon. They recovered 41 missed calls, a 61% rate, yielding $28,600 in new monthly revenue. Next to it, a Chicago salon captured after-hours calls, converting at 38% to generate $64,000 in found annual revenue. But the system only works if the client plays their part. The business staff must be trained to monitor that CRM and manually reply to the customer's return texts within a 10-minute window. Think of the automation as a net. It catches the prospect instantly before they can dial a competitor's number, but the local business still has to execute the final close to secure the money. To convince a client to pay you every month, you have to prove the system works immediately. Operators do this through an onboarding strategy called database reactivation. Within the first 48 hours of setup, you take the client's existing spreadsheet of dormant or cast leads and push a promotional text message to all of them at once. For the client, the financial impact hits instantly. Their phone starts pinging with a sudden influx of sales from people already in their system. For you, as the operator, you have just generated actual cash for their business before you've even sent them their first monthly invoice. Delivering that upfront ROI builds the trust needed to secure the long-term retainer. It proves the software pays for itself before the business owner even sees their first bill. This model is incredibly lean. 75 clients at $200 a month keeps fixed costs around $500, pushing gross margins over 97%. With zero inventory, solo operators manage everything via automated workflows. But bottlenecks exist. Client acquisition requires B2B cold pitching, plus mandatory telecom compliance oversight. Success here requires a heavy lift on the front end. This business runs on active sales outreach and meticulous administrative oversight, rather than sitting back and collecting checks. If you are going to attempt this, your success depends entirely on who you target. You need to focus on high-ticket, urgent service niches, businesses like HVAC replacement, emergency plumbing, or aesthetic medical procedures. The most effective way to sell to these niches is to conduct a physical phone audit. You simply call them, record what happens, and definitively prove to the owners exactly how many calls they are missing. In these high-ticket industries, the ROI conversation takes care of itself. Recovering just one single missed call for a plumber easily pays for an entire year of your $200 retainer. However, if you are unwilling to do the uncomfortable work of sales and onboarding, your fixed software subscription will quietly drain your capital every month. The $200 arbitrage model offers a highly viable path to $15,000 in monthly recurring revenue, but that path is only open to those willing to fully embrace the friction of local B2B sales.